Okay, so today I have an announcement to make about Harvesting 12, and I'm also going to reveal a little secret to how to play Harvesting 12. This is a puzzle card game. If you've been watching this channel, you've seen me talk about this before. I have a couple of videos up teaching you how to play. I'll go over it here. But the announcement is that this has become my bestseller, my best-selling puzzle or puzzle card game at dualbraingames.com. There's been some nice reviews of this by game reviewers on YouTube, and I'm certain that that has helped. So that's the announcement. That's pretty cool because I enjoy this little game. I play it. I designed it and I play it. So it comes in this tug case here. Let me go over the game real quick and then I'll tell you what the little secret is. There's 18 cards, okay? The little tug case has the instructions, and as you can see here, it's highly addictive. So the first thing you do is make sure that all the cards are oriented in the same way, in the same direction, right? That's important. Okay, with the pumpkin there on the top left, and then you're going to remove the switch card. Okay, and I'm going to explain what happens to the switch card. But you remove that, so now you have 17 cards. You mix these, right? You can shuffle them however you want, but you mix these, and then you're going to deal 11 of them because we're only going to use 12 out of these 18, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are not going to be played. So you have a tremendous amount of variability. Now you take the switch card and you mix it in with the 11 cards. Now you're going to have 12 cards, right? So you mix that one in, shuffle a little more, okay? And then you deal them out on a 3x4 grid, all right? Yeah, I was just checking to see if you can see that. And you place these cards that way. That's why they have to be oriented in the same direction, because like cards like that, it could be upside down, right? So here you go. Now, what's the objective here? The objective is you got to remove all 12 cards from the table. You have a storm coming, and you got to try to save your crops. So that, it's an abstract game, but that's sort of a little theme I put into it. And you got these nice vegetables here. You're going to be removing in this game 2 cards at a time. Okay, you're going to activate a card, and then you remove that card and the card that it affects. And the cards are affected by arrows or instructions, right? So, for instance, if I activate this card here, it's got a diagonal arrow. And by the way, the arrows only work with cards that are directly adjacent. So if I activate this card, I remove it, and then I remove the card that it affects, which is this one, so both of these come off the grid. Or if I activate this one, the arrow is pointing there, so I can activate this one, remove it, and then remove the card that it affects, which would be this one. But this one says remove any card. I don't think I want to move it just now. But anyway, so, okay, here's the secret, okay? This is a puzzle card game. There's a tremendous amount of different configurations here, combinations, and some of these combinations are going to be very difficult. Others are going to be simpler. You have hours and hours of entertainment here. This is a small footprint. Again, I designed this way back in like 2015, 2016. And I still play it, every now and then I pull it out, I play it. So, and you can do it with somebody else, right? You can sit with somebody and you can both kind of try to figure out what the little puzzle is. Again, you got to remove all the cards from the table. So here's the secret. Are you ready for this? You think in pairs. That's the secret. Think in pairs. Now, I know you are already thinking in pairs in a way, because you know you have to remove 2 cards. But I've noticed that when some people play this game, they kind of look over the cards and then they start making moves, and then they end up being stuck. So when the cards are dealt out like this, it's important to think in pairs and really try to solve the game pretty much visually before you start pulling cards off. Okay, that's the little secret to this. Because again, you start moving cards, you're going to realize halfway through that you're stuck. Okay, that you didn't think clearly through the puzzle. So how do we think in pairs here? Well, we're gonna be looking at 2 cards removed, 2 cards removed, 2 cards removed. We're gonna try to solve this in our head here visually before we start making moves. So I'll show you the switch card. The way that works is once you activate that switch card, okay, it says right there, switch any other 2 cards, then remove 1 card to the right or left of this one. So when you activate the switch card, okay, you're going to be able to switch the position of any other 2 cards, not the switch card. You activate it, you can exchange the position of any 2 other cards on this grid, okay? And then you have to remove the switch card and a card to the right, because of the arrows to the right, or to the left of it. If there's no card to the right, you know, like if the switch card's on the edge there, you can only remove the card that's to the left of it, obviously. So that's how the switch card works. So let's start thinking about this. We're going to try to pair these cards up. So this one removes first card, okay? If this is the first card, there's no effect, but it isn't. So, because remember, position 1, position 4, okay? Position 9 and 12. Okay, we're going to have cards in here for all of these. Position 1, 4, 9, and 12. So, remove first card. Okay, so these 2, I can remove these 2. These 2 can be gone. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Well, no, if I activate the switch card, then I'll be able to remove these 2. So I can remove these 2, activate the switch card, remove those 2. This one, remove 4th card. There's the 4th card. I was worried about that caret there, but now with this card here, I can activate it and remove that one. Okay, so if I do use the switch card, it's going to be removing the card to the left, because the caret's going to be taken by this one. Now this one, remove 12th card. Okay, so what do we have gone? We have these 2 gone. We have these 2 gone. We have these 2 gone. Remove 12th card, we can activate that one and remove, this is the 12th card, we can remove these 2 as well. So we're done. Let's see, hold on. These 2, these 2, these 2, these 2, we're left with these 4 here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I've solved it. Okay, now I make my moves. Okay, I'm not even gonna, well, I don't need to activate the switch card, because I can have, the switch card cannot remove a card unless it's activated, and then you have to switch the position of 2. Believe me, you'll be doing that a lot, because again, with all these different combinations, a lot of times you're going to have to do it. In this particular game, I don't have to use the switch card, and you'll see why. Okay, so let's begin. Remove first card. Okay, so I remove the first card. I activate this card, remove it, and it says remove first card. So I activate this card and I remove the card that it affects, which is the first card. So these 2 are gone. Okay. Now remove 4th card. Okay. Well, that's the 4th card. So I'm going to activate this card and remove the caret, which is the 4th card. So those 2 are gone. This one here says remove 12th card. So I'm going to activate this one, remove 12th card, and remove the 12th card. I'm going to activate this card because, again, you cannot remove a card with the switch card unless you activate it, okay, and switch 2 other cards. I could have done that. It could have still worked. But I'm going to activate this card since there's an arrow there directly adjacent. I'm going to activate this card and remove these 2. And then I activate this card, remove the onion, and then I activate that card and remove this one. So that was actually a pretty easy one. But with these different cards and the different possible, there's the remove 9th card, with the different possible combinations, because you're only going to be using 12 of these per game, there's a tremendous amount of combinations. Some of them are going to be quite difficult. You know, they're going to be, you're going to have to think for a bit. And that idea of thinking in pairs and trying to solve the puzzle before even removing cards is the secret, really. Because if you start removing cards before you're sure you can beat the game, a lot of times you're going to run into problems. You're going to go, oh boy, I didn't think of this one. Oh no, I could. There's one. Sometimes in a grid, there's one card that's isolated. Okay, that's why you use the switch card. If there's one card isolated, then you activate the switch card, remove the position of 2 cards. Right? You would take that isolated card and put it somewhere else, and maybe put a useless card there, or however you see the grid, and then you can solve it. But some people start playing the game and then they find themselves with one card down here somewhere that's completely isolated and they can't beat the game. So there it is, harvesting 12. That's the little secret there. And yeah, it's my bestseller right now, and I love it. In fact, I just ordered more of these from the manufacturer, so I'll have some copies of this because they're selling out fast. And there you have it, Harvesting 12. It's a fun little game. I enjoy playing it to this day, and go get one.